Hello, Blossoms. Thank you for your patience. Okay, we are now going to be moving into some game time. We're going to play a little bit more Rabi Ribi. It's a game I've been playing off and on over the last year, so we're going to play a little bit more today. See how much further we get. And we will probably be playing that until the end of stream if things go well and if we don't get stuck. But it's also not a game I can play for very long because my hands will start to get a little bit tired after a while. But we will see how much further we can get. And I would imagine we'll probably stream for maybe another hour and a half. We'll see. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So let me get switched over. Oh, and also, by the way, if you all wanted to know what I've been listening to, in the background, there it is. Just thought I would kind of show that off real quick, since I forgot to post the link in the chat. So, this is the mix we've been using today. Okay, let me get my controller. There you go. Okay, we're gonna settle that down for a minute though, because I don't really want that conflicting too much with game music, which is gonna start playing here pretty soon. That is literally my face right now. Literally my face. Every time I have to resize the second window, because even though my resolution is the same and everything is the same all the time, OBS has to do what OBS does, and it says, oh, let me just change this for you. I hate it. Oh well. Story mode, heck yeah. Okay, we're gonna stay away from the autosave and we're gonna load this one up. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do standard. Alright, so we're back in town. So, a couple of things first. I did go and grind a little bit and level up some abilities and other things. Because I was doing a little bit of grinding last night and just kind of checking out the map and all that good stuff. So we did get a couple of upgrades. Okay, so I wanted to show you, I did get some more, cake is one thing I got. And I upgraded the auto earrings to level 3. And we almost have enough to upgrade the hammer wave. So actually what I'm gonna do is I might grind a little bit more just to get some of these upgrades while we're in town, because once we leave it might be a while before we can make it back. So I might just grind a little bit close to town here and get a couple more things upgraded before we move on our way. Because I just have a feeling that we are gonna probably want to do that before we try to go explore anywhere else. Because we're gonna start getting into other areas of the map that I haven't necessarily been to before. Why am I doing this? I can just take the hacking teleporter. Why am I doing that? So we're gonna go to the pyramid, because that's my favorite place to kind of grind. So we're gonna head over in that area, which is in the beach zone. So we're gonna go here first. Okay, let's get up there. Hacking verbs, leave me alone. Now, this is not the only place we could grind, but I just really like it because the music is fun. So we're just gonna grind here a little bit. It's a bop. It's one of my favorites. But, I mean, the music in this whole game is pretty good so far. So we might do this for a little bit and then see about some other places in the map. Okay. Get out of here, Ghost Flame. But I kind of want to upgrade. Here's the thing. I kind of want to upgrade the Hammer Wave and the Carrot Bomb. Because there are going to be some things that we're going to need a stronger Carrot Bomb for. Because there are some blocks and stuff that we still can't explode through. And that might be a good idea. Oh no. Okay. If anybody's still having trouble with the stream, try to refresh. The Carrot Bomb is gonna be a little bit the Carrot Bomb I think is about 9,099, same with the Hammer Wave. So if I get up to 20,000, then I can buy them both at once. It probably won't take too long to get that far, but because we're gonna be grinding for a little bit, this is just like a good time to chat and hang out. And actually, the last time I played this game, we did grinding then too, so I guess that's okay. It's okay. I forget stuff too, trust me. I can be more than a little fluffy-headed sometimes, so... But it's fine. We don't judge people for that around here. Everybody's brain works differently. Even if they don't want to heckin' admit it, everybody's brain works and processes differently. Ah! Burb! So yeah, we're not gonna be like that to people on my channel. Mostly because if you wouldn't be that way to me, you shouldn't be that way to anybody else. And You know, I've actually had to say that to some people in my life, not necessarily as like a streamer or anything, but I've literally had to tell people, if you would be patient with me, if you would be patient with me, then you also need to be patient with them. And so I try to do that as much as I can. I try to remember that everybody is trying to do their best, and sometimes it just doesn't end up working out the way that we want. And that's just life. I like grinding in this game. If you can't tell, that's one of my favorite things about it. Reading the map and kind of knowing where to go can be kind of not very easy. No. Sometimes finding my way around can be a little bit difficult, but the grinding part of this game is fun. It's okay. You know, sometimes, like, I take things very literally, and I think that's due to some of my, like, processing things. So, like, sometimes somebody will say something to me, and I'll just be like, what do you mean? And to them, it'll be really obvious, and I'll just be staring at them like, what? I don't get it. And then it'll take me a minute, and I'll just realize, oh, doy, that's what they meant, you know? Like, so, what can I say? Sometimes, like, communication is really difficult, because what you mean by something, get back here, what you mean by something, like, somebody else could mean something different, and it just is one of those things that I know people sometimes get in the habit of, like, being like, oh, I should have known better, or that makes me look stupid, you know, and I'm just like, relax. If somebody is gonna be judgmental toward you for things like that, that says more about them and how much judgment they actually have for themselves if they're gonna judge you like that. And so that's what I always try to remember is, like, when people want to be judgmental and stuff to me, I always just have to remember that that's more about them and their sort of insecurities about themselves, but it's coming out toward me because I'm kind of the easy target, right? And that's the thing that happens with, like, a lot of people with disabilities, unfortunately, is we are a very easy target for people who want or like to be judgmental, and so that's one of the big reasons why I don't tolerate that on my channel. And it is a no judgment zone, absolutely. There's a difference between, like, being judgmental and having boundaries, though, I will say that, because I've had a couple people on my channel that I've had to be like, yeah, please don't do that. And I don't really like having to be the kind of person that says that certain people can be on my channel, but I'm also not gonna tolerate people coming in here and doing and saying, you know, all kinds of stuff. As I especially don't like the people who come onto my channel and just say like one weird thing, you know, and then leave. It's like, bro, you are messing up my groove. You know, I know that people get a kick out of doing that to streamers, but it's like, how the fluff would you feel if you're you threw off my groove? Sorry. I love that one. But yeah, that's kind of the thing, is I don't like my groove being thrown off at all. Like, I have an issue with that, because I mean, think about it. Like, yeah. Here, I'm gonna stun you. Okay. So if you think about it, imagine if you're like in the theater or something. I keep forgetting I can't do damage to these. Okay, yeah. Imagine if you were like in the theater and somebody just randomly comes into the theater and yells out like Cheetos or something at the top of their lungs. Like, you would not appreciate that. As funny as it sounds in the moment, it's really not that funny. It's really disruptive. So I wish people would kind of think about that more, but half the people who do that to heckin' troll know that they're being disruptive, and so I really don't like it when people just come in and they're like, oh, I'm gonna just say the weirdest thing I can on this person's stream, and it's just like, really? You have nothing better to do? Oh yeah, also, I purchased, I think I purchased another regen up potion. Something like that. Let's get, oh wait. There's carrot bomb and there's super carrot. Well, both of those might be useful. Remember, there's both negative judging and judging as a positive, like I did in relation. Yes. Oh, I understand why I went to see the Demon Slayer movie in theaters and had a bunch of kids. Oh no. Hammer wave first. Yep, I agree. So let's get this first. Okay, that's upgraded. And then we gotta choose between Carrot Bomb and Super Carrot. I think I'm gonna do Carrot Bomb next, because then that's gonna be all the way upgraded, but I think we should also upgrade the bigger Carrot Bomb, because I have a feeling we might need it. Oh yeah, and oh yeah, that's the other thing I upgraded. So I upgraded the light orb also. That's the other thing I upgraded. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more grinding, because I also want to upgrade the Super Carrot, because I have a feeling we're gonna also need to have that upgraded to get through some walls and stuff. Okay, let's go back to the beach. I mean, at this point, since I'm not very My playstyle isn't one where I'm like really responsive, mostly because of my muscle delay. We might as well just get like a bunch of upgrades. Because I'm gonna want to do it anyway and be as powerful as I can. If that sounds fun to me. Which means there's probably not gonna be a lot of actual story progress for this particular episode, but we'll at least get juiced up. So if y'all don't mind hanging out while I do a bunch of grinding and stuff, then that sounds like fun to me. At least that way I can just get a couple more things upgraded before we go into some other areas. And I don't think in games like this, enemies scale to your damage and defense unless you go into a more difficult mode. Yeah, I'm not really sure if that happens. I don't think it does. Unless I was in like a more... Go away, Barb. Unless I was in a more difficult setting, which would be actually what the alternate mode is, because it says everything kind of scales and gets harder with however many items you find, whereas this one doesn't really. It only scales with story progress and a few other things. And I purposely chose this mode because I'm not really a pro gamer. Sakura weapon, Shimobe bomb. Sakura throws the ball and the Shimobe pop out and latch onto the enemy. Slowing them down for 20 seconds, and then the Shimobe fall asleep and disappear. Sounds good. And you know what would happen in the upgraded Shimobe bomb? They would latch on and just start attacking the person that they latch onto. That would be the upgraded version. And then they fall asleep and disappear. One thing I do kind of wish this game had, and I don't know, it might have it at later levels, but I kind of wish the game had other places that you could buy upgrades from instead of just like the central town. That would make adventuring a little bit easier, because then you would have like a couple different locations that you could visit. And sure, they give you the teleporter, which does help, but with that you have to be lucky enough to get to a teleporter. And in some of these maps, in order to get to the teleporter, there's a lot of like backtracking and stuff. So if I had one critique of this game so far, and it's a very minor one, it would be that aspect of it. where there are some parts of getting items and traveling that are not as easy, but then again, this game is not, you know, it's kind of made to make you do backtracking and make you work for it, so see, you can see why this is one of my favorite. Favorite bits of music. There are other ones I like a lot too. This game has a lot of good music, but this is one of my most favorite.
Can't touch this.
Hammer time.
Ring the bell, school's back in. Break it down. Stop. Hammer time.
Yes. Nice, nice, nice. Bombastic fine bacon Bible thump? What? Twitch. Go home. You're drunk. Burb. Don't even think about it. Oh no. Bombastic means you have like a really energetic personality. Something like that. Hello. Burb! It's always trying to get a piece of me. Rude. Oh yeah, I just realized. Okay, next time I go back to get upgrades, I also need to remember to save before doing more grinding, because I just realized I don't think I saved the game after the upgrades I just got. Okay. Note to self. Save. Speaking of burbs that want a piece of you, I hate geese. I'm sorry, but most of the geese I've met in Burb, go away. Most of the geese I've met in my life are hecking mean. They are actually one of the few birds that legitimately scare me, because they can get really vicious. They are thugs, bro. I have a lot of verbs. What kind of verbs? I love like parakeets and budgies and lovebirds. And I used to have a friend that had like a cockatiel. And I had a friend that had a Quaker parrot. Very sweet. But geese, no. And I actually used to have budgies, parakeets. They were really sweet. But budgie as a word fits you for some reason. Probably because I'm small and cute like a budgie. I don't know, maybe. Geese are savages. One attacked me when I was younger. Yeah, when I was younger, I had a friend that was like, yo, Sakura, you wanna go feed the geese? And at the time I was like, sure, sounds like a fun idea. So we went to go feed them and stuff. And that was a bad idea. The worst. Because they had gotten so used to people feeding them and stuff that like they had no fear of humans. And that's kind of not a good thing. Because I had to go in my wheelchair, and so at one point I had like 6 geese surrounding me for one piece of like bread or whatever it was we were feeding them at the time. And it was a bad idea. Like they were crowding me, and I actually had one like try to use my footrests to climb up there to get the bread. And I was just like, no, take it. Just take it. You know, because their beaks are really, they hurt. And I know that because they got one of my fingers. And that's why I don't like geese. And also because they ended up chasing me and my friend. And one of them started hissing at us. And we could not roll fast enough. I literally had to tell my friend, run as fast as you can. It's a nightmare. It was horrible. For that reason, I don't trust geese. Ducks are nice. They tend to be a bit nicer than geese. At least my experience with them has been nicer. They're not as... I don't know what word to describe them. They're a lot more like docile, I guess. And mallard ducks are really pretty. I almost got chased by one, but clapped at them and stood my ground, so they left. Good for you. I'm gonna have to have, like, that level of intimidation next time. Geese are unsay so. I am too, but they're worse. To be honest, we had a small flock of geese that came around here regularly. I had names for each one. Now, I'm sure some geese can be nice, but the majority of the ones that I've rolled into are not nice. But that doesn't mean they're all, you know. They're not all mean. Now I'm just wondering what a goose tuber would be like. I can only imagine. They could either be really nice or they could choose to make that persona super thug. I don't know. Canadian geese tend to be pretty chill in my experience. I would agree with that. Like, I've never really had a Canadian geese flock do any of the things that some of the other ones do. Like, they seem to pretty much mind their own business for the most part. I'm doing well. How are you doing? It's been a long time. I hope you're doing okay. I missed ya. We're just doing some grinding today. We're just taking it chill. Cause I like grinding. And we're talking about geese. Random. We're playing a game about bunny girls and we're talking about geese. Oh no. Okay, we went down somewhere I didn't mean to go. Great. Yes, I actually got some upgrades to my model. I think I actually showed it off a couple weeks ago, along with my lure. So that was pretty cool, but yeah, my rigger Hoshi did a really good job. I actually want a fox IRL. They're so cute and floofy. They are cute and floofy, but they take some really specialized care. And as much as I might like to have one IRL, I think they are much better when they are wild and free and able to do what foxes do. I actually have I think I made a whole highlight of my lure streams that I did do, so I am sure if you look back on some of my videos, you will be able to find it. And I basically read out the whole story that my lure mama made for me. And I had been waiting for about a year to actually share that lure, and that was actually when I debuted the upgrade to my model rigging, which is all thanks to Hoshi. And I already thought their rigging job was amazing. And they blew my heckin' mind. I'm like, wait, what? How is this looking even more lifelike than it already was? It kind of freaked me out a little bit when I first saw it. Oh yeah. And by the way, let me get to go away, Burb. Let me get to a safe point here. I also have a bunch of new expressions, which I don't know if you've seen. So let me demo them for you. So this is my screamy face that now I get to make when I'm upset. This is my you better behave yourself face. And this is my little sigh expression. That I can do. And I have this expression when I'm feeling upset about something. And I have this expression for when I'm feeling a little bit sad or somebody touches me with something that they say and I feel touched. And I can wear this expression. And then I have this expression for when things just make no fluffing sense. And I can be like, what the fluff is going on here? What's going on? And I can put my tail behind me now, see? So now I can choose whether it's in the front or in the back. Pretty cool, huh? The hereby yes. And I'm actually having my rigger find out a way to give me more than one tail. So, pretty soon here, I might have more than just one. And that's gonna be fun. And I'm gonna have a new outfit soon. Alright, let me check here. I think I might have missed a bunch of stuff in chat. The human-shaped goose VTuber appears inactive, but the one that uses a goose as a model appears to be fully active. Very cool. You need to give me hot hats? Okay, let's do it. Gib. Gnarly righteous. Yes. Basically, my plan is if I can actually make it to where I'm streaming for a long time, I might actually grow to have 9 tails. That's my idea. Is that the number of tails I have, I want that to represent how long I've been around and how much I've grown and how much I've improved. So that you actually get to see a kitsune become 9 tails. Hope you can get the 2 tails for your anniversary. I do too. I think I should be able to. Hope she's really been working hard on it, so I hope they'll be able to get it done. But yeah, they did a great job. They even made it so that more of my wheelchair moves now when I move from side to side. It's pretty cool. Because my wheelchair didn't used to move at all, and now it moves a little bit. In 8 more years, very likely. A tail for every year as a streamer. Although I'm kind of early on getting my 2 tails, I guess, because technically I've already been only streaming for 1 year, but since I started with 1 tail, I guess that's fine. That is going to be a long time for me to be streaming though, I don't know. But I think at that point when I start getting more tails, I might actually have to have my model mama like make more updated art for more tails at that point. So when we start getting past like 3 tails, my art mama might have to redraw a lot of stuff to start fitting in more tails. I have to keep an eye on my tail. What are you doing? What are you doing back there? Yeah, exactly. I have to watch what my tail's doing. Sometimes it has a mind of its own. The motion is really good. Can tell when you're looking at chat. I know, amazing. Speedrun the 9 tail. No. More tails to take care of. I know. More tails to brush. More tails to make sure and stay clean. But then I'll have more power of fluffiness. But yeah, anyway, so I've had a lot of model updates. And it was funny because when people came onto the stream where I actually debuted all of that, they were like, wait a minute. Is something different about your model? And I said, yeah, the rig has been updated. It's not actually the art, it's just the rig got updated. They might get jealous of tails and they might start scrapping. Yeah, they might. One of these days, I'm gonna get an art piece of them so you can actually see them when they're in their more human form. And they also have like a couple of different forms too, so. It'd be really cool to get some of that done this year. I just have to start looking for artists now because a lot of artists that I want to work with have such long queues. It's just like trying to get in and get art done is kind of a little bit of a headache sometimes. But I also understand because I'm not the only one who wants and needs art, so. Good thing is I'm patient. Time and patience, yep. And good thing I'm patient. But it's just one of those things that, you know, you have to kind of plan for in advance. So it's not really one of those things that you can be like, oh yeah, I'd like to get art, and then expect it to get done tomorrow, you know? And that's what I wish more people understood is like, dude, if you want to have something done on time, you actually have to start a little bit ahead of time of when you need it. Even with one tail, she's already a pretty good magic user. Yes. At least in like a D&D sense, or a tabletop sense. But that's only because my, like, in terms of the game that I get to play in, my DM actually gave me brush powers similar to what's in Okami. So that's pretty cool. I like that I get to use like Japanese calligraphy as kind of a power set in that game. Along with having like the goddess Inari on top of all that. Still learning that Foxfire though. I don't have very good control of that yet. That's why my Shimobe are like really having to teach me how to control it more, because it just kind of goes a little wild sometimes. But they're patient. They're teaching me. Okay, where are we at? Okay, we have 17,000. I'm gonna get it all the way up to 20,000, and then we'll go back and get upgrades. And then after that, we'll see how much more we want to upgrade. At least we're all on Sakura's good side, so when she gets more magic, we're all safe. Listen, I would never just explode magic over somebody unless they really push me. And it takes a lot to push me to that point. But I've had some people that I don't know what they're thinking, but they're like, oh yeah, this is fine. We can be that way with her, and she's not gonna quit being fluffy. And it's like, excuse you, it is a privilege that you get to have me at my fluffiest. If you push me down a certain way, you're gonna have to see another side of me that you're not gonna like. But, you know, I tend to be pretty forgiving unless I start realizing that somebody is just continuing to do the same thing and pretend to apologize, then I'm not very forgiving. Like, I will give you the benefit of the doubt, like the first time you mess up on something, but if I see that you keep doing it, then I'm gonna start realizing that it's not an accident. You're actually intentionally doing that stuff, and at that point I'm gonna have an issue. Okay, I think that's enough. So we can go ahead and head back out, do a couple more upgrades. Would you please move? I'm trying to get in the shop. Thank you. That Alaroi named Boing. Yeah, pretty much. She's just hopping around the whole place. Okay. What are we getting? Okay, let's go down. Yep. That's what they always say when you walk in. Irashamase. Which means welcome. Okay, we got a couple of things. I think we should maybe do this, which other stuff? Okay, so if we upgrade Light Orb, it increases our invincibility time after getting hit, which is good. because I get hit a lot. The sliding powder is if the attack is landed, meaning the sliding attack that you can do, which I don't remember how to do right off the top of my head, but it increases the damage for that. And then the hairpin increases max bonus damage, which could be good. And then, of course, there's just all these. I'm really gonna need to do something to get my hands on this spike barrier thing because I take a lot of spike damage. I'm gonna need to see if I can find where that stuff is. And then of course, super carrot. It's not gonna really affect very much. Huh. It's just cooldown reduced and then charge speed increase. And the ones on the top are also permanent. Yeah, you mean like these? Yeah. Once you buy them, you buy them. And they are a permanent upgrade to your pool, I believe. Yeah. So they will increase the more you buy of each of these. And they would be worth it to get. Alright, sounds good. Sounds good. Take care of yourself, please. Stay fluffy. At that chat, let's heck and go. Okay, let me get the pat on chat going. And then I'm gonna catch up on what's in chat right now. Okay. Let me read. I might say invincibility time, light orb, or attack up, or health. Yeah. You haven't boosted that at all. You're right. So that might be a good place. We should probably... What should I get first? Probably those health upgrades, right? And then the light orb stuff, which will increase invincibility frames, essentially. Huh. Pats on chats with rats and flats. That's a good one. Okay, so we have a lot of good stuff we can buy. Health will help a lot given your tendency to tank. Yeah, you mean just sit there and take hits. Yep, pretty much my strategy. No, I'm not moving. I'm fighting. So invincibility and health makes sense. Okay, so let's upgrade health and then we'll upgrade invincibility. And then from there, probably regen up and mana up. So that I have more magic. Because I haven't upgraded the mana either. And that's going to be important. Because a lot of my abilities use up a lot of magic. So we'll have to upgrade. Okay, so it's going to be health, then invincibility, then mana, then regen, and then attack up, and then maybe get more pack points. Maybe, I don't know. Could be worth it. Okay, so let's buy some health here. Okay, I'm probably out of chances to get... Okay. No invincibility, so let's get this part. And now we're poor again. Yay! Yep. Okay, and now I need to remember to do something no, not over there. Okay, I need to save because I forgot to do that last time with my upgrades. So we need to save. Alrighty. So where do you have to go for the next gal? Just for future planning. Okay, so there's a couple of things about that. So one of the places we have to go is to a place called Aurora Palace, which in order to do that we have to go to the tundra area and then basically go all the way over and then up and try to Aurora Palace. That's probably where they came up with it. So that's one place we have to go. And then the other place we have to go is to a place called Evernight Mountain. And we actually have a lot of unexplored area to try to reach that area. But essentially what I'm thinking we're gonna have to do is go over to the brown zone, and then we're gonna have to go all the way over and up a lot to get over there, wherever that is. And as you can see by the map, we have not, that's an entire area we haven't even gotten to yet. Like, there's a lot of unexplored map space. So that's part of the reason why I want to do some more upgrading, because I have no idea what is going to be over there, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be more fights and more monsters. Does anyone else see the land map in the bottom right as a fox head shape? Wait, let me check that out again. Let me see. Oh yeah, you're right. It does kind of look like that a little bit. Also, the town area is literally shaped like a rabbit. And I also want to show you all, I actually got a new badge. I have not equipped it because I don't know if it's actually going to be worth it or not. But this is the new badge that I found last night when I was wandering around. just kind of grinding and stuff, I ended up finding this one. I'm not really sure if I don't think that's gonna be a good one because basically it reduces your damage taken, but it also reduces your attack. So that's kind of where I'm not sure. And then there's this one. I don't know. I think maybe this might have been the one I picked up yesterday. I don't really remember, but one of these is new. So again, here we have attack is sort of increased, but the damage, I think it might have been this one that we picked up. Never mind. I think it was this one that we picked up last time. If you get hit a lot more than you shoot, maybe. Yeah. Oh my goodness, thank you for becoming a Ragamuffin. Thank you, Aldous, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, so the other one's not gonna be good for me because I take hits too easily. So that's definitely not gonna be a good one. I don't know, I'll see about maybe equipping that badge in a little bit. I think I'm gonna just leave things as they are for right now. Also, let's just take a look here. Okay, we're not gonna talk to Rumi yet, because I think that's gonna do more things with the story, which is fine, but I kind of want to see some other things before we do that, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna involve this thing over here. Oh, that's what this fox says, and you can't change my mind. That bounced, man. Okay, so we're gonna wait to talk to the person in town, cause I'm not sure I want to activate that part of the thing yet. Okay, let's go back down to badges. And stick that one on. We had just enough points. Alright, I think I might do a little more grinding. And then we might call the stream. Just so I can go get some dinner. And all that. And then next week, Grindy Sakura, yes. Welcome, it's Fluffy time, yes it is. Welcome in. So we might only do 20 more minutes or so, we'll see. Okay. I'm just kind of grinding and doing some stuff right now, so we might not do a whole bunch of story progression, but we're gonna at least grind, get a few more upgrades, so that way when we continue with the story, we're kind of boosted and are ready. I mean, I might as well do it while I'm close by, because otherwise I'm gonna need to find more teleportation areas to get back to purchase upgrades. And there's nothing that stings more than getting into a boss fight and not being able to get upgrades and having like tons of money. Sure, others can pair getting boosts during their progression, but some like feeling fully prepared before venturing out. I'm probably one of those people. Especially because in real life I have to be really prepared before I go out anywhere. Just because I have a lot I have to manage. So it's kind of a story of my life to want to be prepared ahead of time. So I don't know. It's my style, I guess. And this way it allows me to just like relax and grind. And just hang out and chill. And get rid of my sugar high from all the Hershey's. And besides, it just gives me an excuse to listen to this. But we won't be able to upgrade everything because there are still some orbs that I haven't found and other things. So, whatever we manage to upgrade this session of game time is probably what we'll upgrade. And then next time we play this, we might actually go out and do some of the map and some more of the story. But I just figured since I was playing this last night and doing grinding anyway, I thought I might just continue that. Since I'd be doing it anyway. Except now I get to do it on stream instead of off stream. So we'll just upgrade a little bit more and then we'll probably call the stream good for today at least. And then the next time we play this, we'll make some actual story progress. Story and or map progress exploration. Let's explore and conquer the land of snacks. I don't know why that just made me think of this, but I have heard of a game called like Bug Snacks or something. I don't know very much about it, but apparently it's like a Pokemon-esque game with snacks and exploration. Has anyone heard of that game? Does anybody know if it's good? Xbox only. Sag. And also next week, we're gonna play some more Genshin. Because I've been wanting to play more of that on stream. And the last couple of weekends, we haven't gotten around to it. But next weekend, we are gonna have a Genshin stream. Oh wait, it's for PC. Really? It must be on Steam or something. Someone mentioned something to me about it. They're like, so you like snacks, do ya? You should play this one. And I'm like, what? I was not sure if that was even like a real thing or whatever. But apparently it's like a Pokemon-esque game, kinda. Sorta. I don't know. But I don't know. I might look into it. I don't know if we'll actually seriously play the game. I might just play it on like a What the Fluff Friday, which seems to be a day sometimes where I just play like random games. Okay, we'll probably only grind until I have like 13 or 15,000. And then we'll probably go back and see what we can get with that. Although I think the next health potion upgrade, I think that was like 8,000 or something. So 15,000 might not get us very much. Well, we'll see what we can buy with that, and then I'll have to see who is on and available to raid after that. So we probably only have like maybe 20 more minutes of stream time. So if anybody has any recommendations for who they would like me to raid, I don't know if Wolfie is still on streaming. They might be, I'll have to check. If they are, we might raid them again because they seem really nice. If they're not on, I might have you all help me come up with a recommendation for somebody to raid. Because I always like getting to meet new people and all that good stuff. We should raid a goose streamer and try to take their bread. Oh no. Oh, I'm not sure that would turn out well. Come to think of it, I don't even think I know of any like goose themed streamers. Okay, almost to our target. Wolfie is still on. Okay. Since they're still on, we are gonna raid them. They're doing Phasmo. We'll still raid them. Because I did say if they were still on, I was gonna pay them a visit. So, I am a kitsune of my word. So we will raid them. Which means I should probably finish up what I'm doing here so I don't miss my opportunity. Alright, there we go. We got enough. Get out of my way. I have stuff to buy. Heckin' shrooms. No, you're not getting me with that thing. Let me in the oh my goodness. Yep. Let me in the shop. And then I will save after getting what I need to get. Okay, so oops. Okay, we're gonna get another health up. Okay, whoops. We're gonna get one more of these. And probably hold off on stuff like the sliding hammer. So I might actually just upgrade some mana, because we are gonna need this, and it also says boost recovery on after a successful hit plus 3%. So that could be good. It means that the more we use it, the more it's gonna increase, one, its effectiveness, and two, how fast it does what it does. So let's get one of these. We're getting powerful. I'm gonna be over 9,000. Okay, we're gonna just buy that. Oh, we have enough to, wait, we have enough to buy it again. Do it again. Let's do it. And now we're poor. Again. Okay, that's all I'm gonna buy for right now. And then we'll save, and then we're gonna quit. And then next time we play this, we're probably not gonna do as much grinding, because I think we've gotten enough upgrades for now, at least. To where I feel like we can venture out and do some other stuff to do with the actual game. So we will do that the next time we stream this. And exit. Yes. Huzzah for adventuring forth, which we will do next time. Alright, Blossoms. Alright, Ragamuffins. It's that time. It's the end of stream. So, since we have the person we're going to rate tonight, I'm going to wish you all a good rest of your weekend and a good rest of your week. And until I see you again on hopefully Wednesday, sleep well, stay fluffy, and take care of each other. Alright. Oh yeah, Sumi. Oh yeah, raid message. Fluffy Fox raid? Let's do that. Let's do something cute like that. Alright. Oh yeah, Sumi.